Hi guys. I know it's been a while since I made a video. I actually missed two, I think, weigh-ins, but yeah, I got confused on the dates. This whole 2-week thing is not working. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Friday was my last day in the gym, so I'm on my own now. I'm just like any one of you. I don't have these big fancy machines. I have very little equipment in my house, if any. I have a stability ball, a yoga mat, and I think a pair of 1-pound dumbbells, and that's it, and my own body weight. So going forth, I'm starting a cleanse diet, sort of, where I am going sugar-free, no sugar added, for 2 weeks until November, basically. And then November, I'll resume the weekly weigh-ins like I did when I started this in May. I will also resume my food journal, keeping track of calories as well as what I eat, because I wasn't doing that the past couple of months. And yeah, I hope to join a gym again in 2012. I don't know when exactly, but until I can get there, I want to maintain or continue to lose. Optimally, I would like to continue to lose. Another thing is, being that Friday was my last day, I actually didn't go on Friday. I went Thursday to the gym, and I weighed myself there. And with my clothes on, well, granted, not too many clothes, because it's just a tank top, sports bra, and sweatpants. With my sneakers on, I was about 120, 121. It was an analog scale, and I don't see too well on those. Right now, the scale that I use is reading 124. So I don't think the one that I'm using now is very accurate. So I Googled most accurate bathroom scale or something like that, and came up with the, I forgot the name of it, Eat Smart Precision Plus digital scale or something like that. So I'm going to order one of those, and by November I'll start using that as my scale. So I think I might actually be closer to goal than we all thought, or at least I thought. But anyway, back to this no sugar added diet thing. Yeah, I am addicted to sugar, and that is the basis to most of my binges and cravings. And like any other addiction, you have to kind of wean yourself off. But I'm gonna go cold turkey for 2 weeks and then slowly reintroduce it, just to add some flavor to certain foods. Like my morning staple is oatmeal, and sometimes I'll have it at night as a dessert because I'll add sugar to it. My sugar of choice usually is maple syrup, and it's very expensive, and usually when I get a new bottle, I'll start out and I'm good, and I'll measure the teaspoons or cups or whatever it is that I need, and then after a little while I just pour it on. So yeah, what I'm going to do as proof is, well, what I have done. Take a look. These are the 3 sweeteners that I have. I have put a piece of athletic tape right on the back of them, and what I'm going to do is mark where I've used them. And I'll show you that in a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's getting late in the day. I'm rushing because my Sunday's been crazy. Anyway, yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the sweeteners that I use. The honey that I use this primarily in my tea. It's gonna be hard not to use this because I also use this as a an additive to my conditioners. But for the sake of these next 2 weeks, I will not be using any honey. When I got off of granulated sugar, This was my primary sweetener. So I use generally a tiny teaspoon. Let me see if I have it right here. This size teaspoon to sweeten my teas, and I have green tea just about every day. So no more honey in my tea. I used to also use this in my oatmeal, but then I discovered brown sugar and maple syrup. And then I went off of brown sugar and just stuck to maple syrup. True maple syrup is very, very expensive, but I completely think it's worth the expense. This is grade A, dark amber, but grade B has more nutrients, but it's also more expensive. This I got from Whole Foods, so that in and of itself makes it more expensive. And I just opened this bottle, I want to say a week ago, and look at where it's at. See, used too much. Anyway, I use this, like I said, with the honey. I use this in my my oatmeal. I use it on top of pancakes and waffles, which I will not be having anymore. I found a great brand. Sorry, I'm cleaning up as I talk to you. I found a great brand of gluten-free, dairy-free waffles and French toast sticks. The name of the brand is Vans. I've seen it in some supermarkets. I primarily get it from Whole Foods, but they're delicious. Main ingredient, sugar. So I will not be eating those for the next 2 weeks. I don't have any more because I knew that I wanted this diet to be at towards the end of the week or the end of the month, and I basically ate them all on purpose. So I'll pour this all over that. I'll put it in my oatmeal, and that's pretty much what I do with it. Since I became vegetarian and vegan, I've been eating a lot more oatmeal, so that means a lot more maple syrup on top of my oatmeal. So I'll be cutting that out. Now, you saw I have Truvia, which is just stevia with, it says natural flavors, but it's a 0-calorie sweetener and it tastes like it. It's supposed to replace sugar with a minimal amount of actual product. Let me see, it says sweetness equal to 158 teaspoons of sugar with 0 calories. And somewhere on here it tells you how many. I think I taped over it. Oh, measure to your own taste. Remember that 3/4 of a teaspoon sweetens like 2 teaspoons of sugar with no calories. It is all natural. It comes from a plant. However, it tastes like an artificial sweetener. I first opposed artificial sweeteners because of the aftertaste. It just, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's like you're constantly drinking alcohol, like vodka or liquor or something like that, which I'm giving up also. I actually gave that up a couple of months ago. But back to the stevia or Truvia, and that has that NutraSweet, or what's the other one, sweet and low aftertaste. I see how it's good for diabetics because it doesn't spike your blood sugar, but it's still like an artificial sweetener. So it will not be hard for me to get rid of this. I tried it in tea, and you can kind of see it's still full. I maybe use it twice. I think I tried it in tea and then I tried it in oatmeal, hoping that the oatmeal's density might change it somehow, change or cover the aftertaste. But most likely I'm going to end up throwing this out. So yeah, that's it for my sweeteners. I will not be using any of those. I will mark them actually right now. So let's start with the Truvia. This is basically full, but it doesn't come full. You know, they have that gap from the lid. So that's where that is. I'll initial it too. It just looks so plain without it. Now my maple syrup, my precious maple syrup. I will mark right there. And mark that. Okay. And my honey. And it's late in the afternoon now. Like I said, I'm rushing. It's been a busy Sunday. And I haven't had any sweeteners yet. So I'm being good so far. Let's see how it comes out. This is a little hard. And usually I store it on its side so it pours easily. But that's basically where it is. Alright. So that's enough about that. I did update my blog if you want to take a look at that. It's more about the no sugar added diet. And yeah, I'll probably update that more often than a video these next 2 weeks. And then in November, we're back in full swing. So I will see you then. Bye.